start cutting back, find out wall.
Oh my God.
Whoa, the boards are back, baby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to TBN Off-Road. We have got the crew back together. We are down at Southern Missouri Offroad Ranch with Great American Crawl. Let's go. Let's do it. Woo! Southern Missouri Offroad Ranch, or SMORR as we call it, is located about an hour east of Springfield in the Ozark Mountains. The park itself is only 940 acres, but there are miles of trails packed in that small area. This was our first time here and really the first time wheeling this part of the country, so we weren't quite sure what to expect. We decided to join the Great American Crawl for some guided rides throughout the park. These events are put on by the Rockstar Garage YouTube channel and they are 100% free. You get fed, you get a t-shirt, you get guided rides. What an awesome deal, and thanks to all of their sponsors for putting this on. If you've watched their channel before, you'd know that they have some insane rigs, and it was really cool to see these in person. Motobuilt even brought out El Jefe, and if you don't know this Jeep, go look it up because it is rowdy. 750 horse 454. Oh yeah. Since Corey and I only have 37s, we were limited to the moderate difficulty group. Mason decided to stay with us even though he's on 40s just to keep the group together. We did a quick driver's meeting and then we rolled out. One of the cool things about SMORR is everything is very compact, so as soon as you leave the campsite, you're on the trails. Okay, so I think the first trail today is a Jeep Badge of Honor trail called Guardrail.
Hey Scott, I know.
We did no research on this one, so we're just along for the ride. We'll see what happens today. The trails are rated 1 to 6 here, with 1 being the easiest and 6 being the hardest. Guardrail was rated a 4, and I think most of the 4s at the park, a stock Rubicon could easily get through it. I do wish the Badge of Honor trails were a little more difficult. I know there's a few hard ones out there, but for the most part, a lot of these are just kind of easy trails to get your stock Rubicon out in the woods. It was basically a scenic creek trail with 1 obstacle that had a bypass at the end. We were the only 3 to attempt it in our group, but it was a nice little warm-up to start the day. I think we were all surprised at how loose all of the rock is here. It kind of has a shale characteristic to a lot of it, but it will break and move and just not give you the traction that you really need or expect. It also chews up some tires. Okay, well, it is, wait for it, 10:52 in the morning. We already have our first break. It was not us. Someone in our group cut a sidewall coming up a ledge. So let's see, we're keeping the break by noon kind of theme going through all these videos. So we're pretty close to the main, kind of camp area. So they're gonna run back, grab a new tire, because I guess the sidewall gash was pretty big. So they're gonna go grab a new tire, come back, we're gonna eat some snacks and keep on wheeling. Guys, we've got a lot of new subscribers recently, which is awesome, and I want to take a second to welcome you all to the channel. We appreciate you guys joining us for this journey. If you want to show your love of TBN Off-Road, head over to tbnoffroad.com, click the shop button, and go check out some of the new merch we've got. We've got this new American flag tee in multiple colors. We've got some other t-shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. And if there's something that you want that isn't on there, drop us a comment, let us know, and we'll get it up there for you guys. Let's get back to the action. We were back on the move pretty quickly, and you can see here just how loose that rock really is. It's really hard to explain how this feels because you don't have a constant traction, but when you lose traction, it doesn't grab to make you think you're going to break something. You kind of just stay in it, and it eventually finds traction and climbs up whatever you want. Another great part of this park is every trail is clearly labeled with the difficulty and the name. We used Onyx for the entire trip, and probably 95% of the trails are on the app, which is awesome. The difficulty ratings don't necessarily line up, but you could tell where you were going and basic idea of how difficult it was. It was getting close to lunchtime, and we were told some of the buggies were going to put on a show on Copperhead, so we headed that way. This trail was called Yellow Belly, and if you want to flex out your suspension, this is definitely the trail to do it. This trail dead ends into one of the main obstacles on Rocker Knocker, so we had to wait for the group in front of us to push through, and there were some built rigs in this one. Crawling it. Nice. They look easy. She was beating and banging on it earlier. So we're at lunch, and these guys are working on, what is this, Copperhead? I don't know. But, axle breaker, if you ask me. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty built rigs here, so fun lunchtime entertainment. Okay, well, we just saw some cool rock bouncing. Ish. The one guy was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna peel off and wheel on our own for a little bit. We kind of wheeled with the group. We want to check the park out, and we can cover more ground by ourselves. So let's go. We realized pretty quickly that being limited to the moderate group just wasn't gonna cut it. We drove a long way to get here, and we wanted to see what this park had to offer.
Little more gas, you got it.
After cruising around unsupervised for a while, Mason talked us into finding something a little more difficult. So we're on a 6 going down. Obviously we weren't gonna make this up. 6 is like the hardest ones here. Oh my God. I don't want to do that. Oh my God. Well, we'll see. Oh my goodness.
All right, so this little tidbit is just for my mother, who does not like watching our videos until she knows that we're safe and afterwards. So I went down this. There's Annie way the hell up there, standing next to a ledge that is taller than she is. Annie, stand like into the ledge. Yeah, that ledge is up to her shoulder, neck, and I came down and stood straight up.
There's two convenient turnaround spots right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we're not doing this one. Mason almost did an endo, and that was a long way down.
Nope.
Nope, nope, nope. Look, that's Annie for scale. Is there any other way that we can get down that?
Nope.
Nope, we ain't doing that. We turned around.
Yeah.
We're gonna meet Mason somewhere else.
Sorry, Mason. But
See ya.
there was
That was so sketchy.
Yeah, so was that. There was no chance that was happening for us. Those ledges were legitimately up to my logo on my shirt, so there was just absolutely no way.
So Mason is right down there. We hiked down this, but we got to deal with that. That's not going to happen. That's like a solid 6-foot drop. So we're still trying to figure out how we're going to get to Mason. And I think he's going to drive for a while, and we're going to drive for a while, and we're eventually going to meet up somewhere else, because this is not going to happen. So that's down there. That's pretty much straight up. It doesn't look it, but
The worst part was, like, I was climbing out of this waterfall until it wasn't.
there's a ledge. We'd have to come down and then deal with that other side. So now we get to hike up.
So I came down a big giant hill. They could not, because on 2 doors they probably would roll over their front end. So I'm at the bottom of the trail. I'm gonna go out and we're gonna meet them and try a new trail. We'll see how this goes. Choose your own adventure.
Okay, so we're using Onyx, and we are over. If she can get you closer. We are all the way over on this side of the park. Let me zoom this out. We are over here. We're gonna meet Mason way over here. So we're gonna go there and meet him at the top of looks like Ranch Road and High Mountain Pass. So I can drop a pin and actually navigate there with Onyx. Go. Sweet. Okay, so this little blue line here is the route that Onyx built. You can see it maybe a little bit better on here. So we're just gonna follow that all the way to Mason, and we'll meet him there. This was actually the first time I used the navigate feature inside of Onyx, and it worked way better than I thought it would. If you guys want to check it out, we've got a link for you in the description.
Well, Annie did not enjoy that. A little sketch.
0% enjoyment.
0%. We came down some also steep things, and we didn't try to go end over end like Mason did, but it was a couple bangs, and hopefully that slider over there is still good. The one I broke in a previous video.
That slider does not get along with Seth.
It's your side. My side's fine.
Dun, dun.
We headed up High Mountain Pass after watching a couple XJs beat the crap out of their Jeeps on the way up. Without any obvious obstacle, we weren't sure why they were struggling so bad, so we figured we'd put tires on it. Mason walked right up it with his 40s, and the rest of us were still confused as to why this was so hard. I don't know what voodoo magic he did to those Mickeys, but I could not get any traction here. So of course I resorted to the skinny pedal. Over and over and over again. For some reason, my Jeep starts missing whenever I'm in 4 low, lockers on, and all 4 start spinning. It's something to do with the traction control not completely being turned off, but this was not helping. Of course, neither does hitting a tree.
Alright, we're trying it again.
I just kept backing up further and further, hoping that more speed would help me bounce over whatever was in my way. Finally, I tried the harder line, hoping that no one had been on it, so maybe it wasn't so soupy. Yeah, no chance that was going to work. I actually gave up and told Mason there wasn't any way. Me and Corey were making it up there, and they talked me into one last try. My foot went to the floor, and by some miracle, I made it up here. You can hear the Jeep missing worse now, and the transmission's also unhappy.
Hey, you made it.
Trans just went to neutral.
Corey and I have the exact same wheelbase and the exact same tires, so I was a little concerned he was going to struggle with less horsepower, and I was hoping he was a little lighter than I was. If you've watched our channel at all, you'll know that Corey is not afraid of the skinny pedal either, so I knew he was going to give it a shot. I just wasn't sure if it was going to work. Sure enough, momentum for the win, he made it up and did not get hung up at the top like I did.
Whew. Okay, it's still 1,000 degrees outside. The boys just did some crazy shit.
Oh man.
Mason's taking his shirt off.
Yeah, and it's hot out here.
I'm sweating. You know it's hot because my hair is in a ponytail. Wow, we just beat up the Jeeps pretty good.
We didn't beat them up, honestly. It sounds really bad, but it was just loose rock. Like, I haven't seen it. You guys probably know that it didn't look that impressive outside, but inside it was all of the beans. And
Yeah.
Can we go somewhere, please? I try to cool off my Jeep.
Corey's got to move.
Fine.
We let the Jeeps cool off, they seemed to be fine, and we kept on trucking, and Mason was leading us into harder and harder stuff the longer we wheeled.
So I'm ready.
Alright, now come back.
I can't film you if you run me over.
Floorboards are back, baby. Okay, so we made it down. What was that? Logjam?
Logjam.
Logjam. Awesome trail. Enjoyed it. Came across these guys, and it looks like they broke a lower control arm mount. So Corey has the Premier welder. It's in pieces. We haven't like fully reinstalled it after whatever that was, November last year maybe. So we're gonna try and put it back together and see if we can help these guys out. Going with the new guy. Fancy. We were on our way out when we found those guys, and after getting our butts kicked by the heat all day, all of us just wanted some air conditioning and a tall, cold adult beverage.
What's going on, fellas?
Where's G-Bone run? We don't know what the problem is.
It's being sassy.
Had issues all day. It ran okay. Didn't run awesome. And then he pulled it in the gas station, shut it off, and it won't start again. So we're getting it out of the way to start and then figuring it out. After some research, we're pretty sure this is a bad idle control valve. There's a little plunger in there that can go bad, and we're pretty sure that's what happened. It was crazy hot all day, and the warmer his Jeep got, the worse it ran. It kind of acted like vapor lock, but not quite the same. Of course, no auto parts stores in the area have one, so in typical Corey fashion, he's just going to run it tomorrow, and we're going to see what happens.
You know, you baby something, then you push it out of the way, and then it fires up.
Yeah, seriously.
So I think whatever I hit with the wrench, it worked.
That seems like the most
old
likely.
German method. Knock on it. Margaritas and Mexican food. We had a day.
I'm not in it. That's it for today, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 coming at you soon. At TBN Offroad, Facebook and Instagram for all your behind-the-scenes content. tbnoffroad.com for our ride schedule and some merch. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.